Well, hey family, this is Darlene. I was sitting here working on some spacers for bracelets, and you can see the spacers right here that I'm using the wire for. So that's what I was working on. Oh, I'm way out the camera. That's what I was working on, some spacers. And what I'm using to make the spacers is I notice I have a lot of little wire, like extra wire stuff I've done. And I said, well, I could use this wire to create some spacers. So that's exactly what I was sitting here doing. Uh, and basically just taking and wrapping around. And I'm like, I am not going to be throwing away no wire. And then just kind of take that little end, twist it inward, fold it in. Take that little part, fold it in, smash it down, and you pretty much got a spacer. And that's a spacer. And this was one of the bigger ones. So I'm gonna make a lot of these because I'm gonna be using these on they'll probably all be about this big maybe for necklaces, and then the smaller ones like this I'll use on probably some earrings or something. So I just got the little paintbrush and I just needed this little long part. These are not all. It's wire I could use though, so I'm basically just taking it, wrapping it around, filling it in spaces. Just to give it a little personality. Take it up and down. And you want to have it on the edge pretty much because you'll close it in the best you can. Wrap it around. Take it off of there. Take it up and bring it into here. Smash it against it like so. Then that way, whatever you're threading, if it's wire or if it's the stretch cord, is flat against there. So then I'm going to just take this one. This might be a little awkward because it's the other side. So take it in, fold it right against it. And that becomes a spacer or a wire bead. So I'm going to do quite a bit of these. So it'll come out, make bracelets and stuff with them. And these are just the extra wire I may have cut off of a necklace that I did, and just cut too much wire, and then it ended up like just having all this extra. So I'm just wrapping it around, trying to fill it in a little bit here, and like so. And then I wanted to let you guys know I did finish with the project. Today is Wednesday, so I'm finished with the project. And I am working on all the details for I know you guys are probably tired of hearing me say that, but I am finished with the project, the work project. So that's all done. And I am going to be making an announcement in the Facebook group tomorrow. If I don't put up a video, I'll put up the flyer like I always do. Then that way, and I pretty much already been talking about it. We basically just need dates. And what's today? Today is March 16th. And we might even start tomorrow, which is March 17th. And then we'll go through for like 2 weeks because I know people, everybody got lives and stuff, we need to be doing. And I know last time we really rushed it. Like, Darlene, if you don't calm down with that 4-day, I don't know if I gave us 4 days or 5 days, right? But anyway, look for that. Chances are I'm going to put a flyer on, I might even do that today for starting tomorrow. And then we can have it for 2 weeks. The contest will run for 2 weeks. The day that we have to upload our albums, and then we'll leave 3 or 4 days to give people time to vote. And remember, the album, the designer's album that gets the most hearts is the one that will win the competition. So, and again, I hope we produce, and create some new items, like kind of push yourself and really tap into your creativity like you guys always do. And, try to come up with something, something new, something different. And then I know we all make a lot of beautiful, beautiful pieces. And try, I mean, if this is something that you are wanting to do, whatever state that you live in, start researching like small boutiques and, little shops, or even if there's tourist shops in your city, and put together a nice little intro letter introducing your brand, who you are, and what it is that you do. You could even put a sample in there, and if you want to, or even just go to the shop and see if it was if it's something that the shop owner would be interested in selling, even if it's on consignment. A lot of shops will do things on consignment, so that would be a way to try to, if that is what you're wanting to do, to get your designs in stores and stuff. And also, if you go to the Facebook group, there's information about selling platforms, Walmart, Sears, Fair.com. There's just a lot of them. And if you're planning to sell, it's a lot of work. And I'm not going to never say it's not a lot of work. It's a lot of work. And you really have to enjoy creating, because you have to keep your store full with inventory. You got to, keep your records behind the scenes, like your business, your cash in, cash out, your receipts. And then when tax time comes, it's a lot of work. And if you're thinking about doing it and you're not familiar with, how to kind of run a business from the background, take one of those free classes. You could always go on YouTube and watch something. You can also go to, what is that website? Udemy, Udemy. They have free classes on there. There's just there's a lot of resources online, where you can just learn the basics and then kind of, work your way up if that's what you plan on doing. And if you don't, and you just enjoy, making the jewelry, then by all means do that. We love you too for that, right? There's a couple of ladies who joined the Facebook group, but it's the $5 Facebook group that I created some time back. And what I did is I put a link in there for you to join us in the Jewelry by BDK creators zone, because that $5 group, I'm going to be deleting that page. So we're not in there. We're in the Jewelry by BDK creators zone Facebook group. And that's where the competition and everything is going to take place at. So I'll be putting something up either today. If not today, it'll be up by tomorrow. So you guys can check all that out. It'll be there by tomorrow. So I'm going to make a nice amount of these for, who was telling me to go to Home Depot to buy wire? So when I go into Home Depot and buy the wire, you guys know this is the color and gauge of wire that I like. So when I go into Home Depot, what exactly am I looking for as it relates to this type of wire, that I use? And it has to be tarnish resistant. I don't know who was telling me that, if it was Scott or Jeanette. I don't know who was telling me. Somebody was telling me. So if you can tell me in the comment section, what am I looking for when I go into Home Depot? Which wire? So I can go by there this weekend, if God says so, to get some. And then all I'm doing with this is wrapping it and then kind of filling it along the way, taking it back up to the top because I want to turn it inward. And then take it on the end, fold it in, smash it against the side. Then that way it's out of the way when you put in the elastic cord or the wire or however it is you're gonna use them. So I'm gonna turn it back in. I was thinking the other day, I have a friend who was in his 70s, and I haven't talked to him, I want to say since COVID. And you know how you just be thinking about somebody? I said, well, I'm going to have to call and then check on the person and, you know, make sure he's doing okay. And I hope nothing has happened. Because it's a trip how fast that I think it's been 2 years, huh? Like 2020, is that when all this started with COVID? We're in 2022, so 2020, 21, 22. It's been 2 years since this stuff happened. And you can see things starting to, starting to loosen up and not go back to normal, but just back to us being able to function a little bit outside of the restrictions issued to us by the CDC, right? So people are out more, moving around, and it's even more people, right? I'll be out and about, and it's so many cars and people are still just as rude. And you know what? It's like, why are you still standing next to me? You know, why are you not some feet behind me? Why are you close to me? I can't stand that stuff. Why are you close to me? That would make no sense. Now, that one ought to be a law. You can't be standing all close to people, just right there on you like you about to snatch my bag or something. And then that's another thing about the gas. People are whining and complaining about gas. I can't tell you how much my gas costs here in California. I have no idea what the gas costs. You know why? Because I don't care. I don't care what that gas costs. As long as God blesses me with the resources to be able to pay for my gas, I'm absolutely fine about that, right? I am very thrifty and sensible when it comes to my money anyway. So I don't care what the gas costs. I really don't. And everything that these people are doing, they doing because they can. They are doing because they can. How much is y'all gas? I have no idea what the gas costs and don't care. One thing I do though, you guys might when I go to the gas station, I keep the sanitizer in my car. These are nice. I could already see how these are going to look on the necklace, right? For nice little spacers just to fill them in. Because I had an idea. I was like, I want to do a necklace and maybe some bracelets with the filler, with the wire filler. And I like the way that it actually came out, you know, with these beads. So I like this. So I said, okay, I'm going to make a necklace and probably some more bracelets. But and I think I ran out of this silver, so I'm going to have to buy more. I'm going to go get some copper. That's why I was asking about Home Depot. Which wire should I be purchasing at Home Depot? Because I can't wait to see how these are going to do. And that's another thing. I'm going to order some more color wire. But I need it to be thicker than what I got, than what I bought last time. I was saying something and I forgot what I was saying. And see what happened? When you be shifting gears and talking about all kind of stuff. I don't even know what I was talking about. And guarantee whoever listening to the video, you guys can say, Darlene, what you was talking about. But guess what? At this moment, Darlene don't remember what Darlene was saying, okay? That's the crazy thing about that. But that's what I was working on. I'm working on these spacers. I probably will use this whole spool to create these spacers because I got a couple ideas in mind. I'm going to go ahead and put the flyer up for the competition. I'm also going to set a date, which would probably be in April, for us to start mailing out the pieces for the celebrity shipping collaboration. And oh, and then a lot of you said yes to those $10 Tuesdays. So I'll put a flyer together for that one. And then like for the $10 Tuesdays, this was just my thought. And I think I talked about that in the last video. If you're a part of different groups or anything that will allow you to post flyers, be sure to post a flyer in different groups. And the way that you get the flyer, once I post it on the Facebook page, click on it, right click, download it, and then you can always upload it to anywhere you want to upload it to in any one of those groups, or you can share it. So you can share it, and I'll make sure that it's made public, and then that way you can share it into different groups or on different pages or wherever it is you want to share it. You want to share it at. But just be sure that you have your whatever it is that you're selling for $10. So in that case, when you make the post, you're gonna put that on there in bold in all caps, $10 Tuesday, $10 Tuesday, whatever the item is, and then that way people will know. So that would be your headline, your heading, $10 Tuesday item, and then you can put your brand name or your name or however you do it. And then in that case, you can even put your website, your Etsy, wherever else that you sell items at, because remember they're $10 Tuesdays. So even though they see that, they may not want that. They might go to your website or your Etsy shop or wherever, and they might see something else that they want to spend more than $10. I have that happen all the time when I post in Facebook Marketplace and different places. So they'll go to the website or any other place that I'm selling, and they'll see something else and they'll buy something that costs a little bit more. So that's a good way to do it too. So you'll have put $10 Tuesday, the name of your brand, and then you can put whatever your websites and wherever they can find you, even your Etsy, not Etsy, Instagram, Facebook group, wherever. And then that way they'll know. So we'll do that. And I'm thinking we'll start doing those on next Tuesday. And just kind of sharing the flyer everywhere online that we can. And then try to build that part up too, just to see if that, just an idea to see if it produces anything. And if not, it won't be because we didn't try. Okay, so this is what I was doing with these. Because I was like, I need some spacers. I want some different spacers. I don't want, what you go in the store. Who was that had made a comment? Somebody made a comment. One of you guys made a comment on the Facebook, in the Facebook group, Jewelry by BDK Creator Zone. And I think she was saying something like, do you know where she can buy some beads or spacers or something? Because in the store, it's all the same thing. And it's like all the same. And they just keep restocking like the same beads, the same spacers. It's like the same everything. And I'll be thinking to myself when I go in sometime, it's like, why don't you guys just switch it up? Buy some different beads, put some different spacers, like something different. But I'm like, you know what? As long as we keep buying what's there, they just gonna keep putting the same in there. So it just is what it is. Because sometimes I'll go in and I won't buy nothing. I'll walk right back out. Because I'm like, y'all got the same stuff. I don't want this. And then there comes a time when you got to just kind of put your own stuff together, like what I'm doing right here, if you want something different. Or like with those painted beads and all kind of old stuff. Just so things are not looking exactly the same as somebody else. Keisha, those rounded earrings that, am I out of frame? Those rounded earrings, that you make, those are beautiful. I don't know if that little pair that you had last night, the blue ones when you did your live, was the natural stones. But those earrings are really, really nice. And I'm going to make some. Did you buy the wire like that and then you just put the beads on it? Or did you use wire and then just kind of make them from scratch? Because I thought those were absolutely amazing. They're not, I don't think they were, yeah, some were full hoops. But the ones with the little stones I saw, that wasn't full hoop. That was like a half of a hoop. Yeah, so I'm gonna do the whole spool. This whole spool is gonna end up being these right here. And I'm gonna use these on necklaces and some bracelets. So I got some spacers I was working on. So that's that. What else did I want to tell you? I think that was it. The competition, I'm gonna have that flyer up either tonight. It'll be up before tomorrow, guaranteed. So we'll have that. We'll have the days on there. It'll probably be like a $50 cash app reward, not reward, but prize, a $50 cash app prize to whoever wins. Again, the way we do it, we'll go ahead and post. I'm not doing it just out of fairness. I'm going to be the tiebreaker. So if there's a tie. So once you make your pieces, you take all your pictures and then try to make the pictures like, like kind of just get creative. Like make them you could even use video if you want to. Not the same pictures. I mean, not all the pictures on one video, just, separate. Try to do it like if you were going in for an audition or something, right? And, try to make them look as nice as you can make them look. So you go on, you create your album on Jewelry by BDK Creator Zone, create your album. Once you create your album, I'll have a date on there for when the album needs to be uploaded and created on the Facebook group. Members will have 3 days, maybe 4 days, because some people are not on there every day. So 4 days to go on to pick, and whichever designer's album gets the most hearts, that is the one that will win the prize, right? That's the one that will win the prize. And I think we did that last time. It worked out fine. It was not a whole lot of stuff that I needed to do other than just kind of go through and see. And it's not each individual picture that has the hearts, it's the album. So the individual album, whichever album has the most hearts, is the one that's going to win. So if there's a tie, I'm going to be the tiebreaker, right? So I'll be the tiebreaker. So if you got 3 that are tied, I still have to be the tiebreaker and then pick one from all 3, right? Because I was thinking, well, how else can I do that? And I said, well, I guess I have to be the tiebreaker. So we'll do it that way. Again, we'll do the flyer for $10 Tuesdays. I'll put that up and we can start that next Tuesday. Well, what's today? Today's Wednesday. We can start that next Tuesday. So that means I'll have a flyer up for that in the group, in the Facebook group. I'll have that up either today. Well, no. Yeah, I'll have it tomorrow or Friday. And then it'll be $10 Tuesday, not this upcoming Tuesday, but the Tuesday after that. And that gives people time to kind of get their collections together, figure out what they want to sell in there for $10 and that type of stuff. And this is the thing. The flyer will be there so you can begin to start sharing the flyer in different groups on different pages and that kind of stuff. And then that way people become aware that it's going to happen and it's going to happen on a certain day. So we'll have that. And then the celebrity shipping thing, we'll start that in April, probably the first week of April. Let's see, what else was we talking about? And then we have that. Those are some things. And then we could kind of see how, just kind of see how it works. And like the more the merrier, there's a whole lot of interest. So that's really good stuff. And we're just going to move forward and see how God bless it. And that's what we want to do. We want to plant seeds. It's fertile ground. We know it's fertile ground because COVID has shut down a lot of stuff for a lot of people, a lot of businesses, and a lot of those people who were diehard creators and who were out there selling and doing all that stuff. They are no more. They've closed down. They've probably been doing that stuff for 18,000 years, and then, there is a time of newness. That's my alarm keeps going off. There's a time of time of newness. So we want to take advantage of that. We want to start planting seeds all over the place so we can reap a harvest. And you can't reap a harvest if you don't plant no seeds, right? And the ground is fertile for that right now. So that's what we want to do. Be as professional as we possibly can, create the best quality that we possibly can, and just keep moving forward. And I want to thank you guys again for your support, for being a part of the group, just for being the lovelies that you are, absolutely positively. And then I wanted to say that to Miss April. Miss April, thank you for hanging in there with us. At no point did me or anyone else mean any disrespect or anything like that. Glad that you're still there. I'm glad that you're still active. I'm glad that you're still creating and just hanging up in there with us. There will be times when, one of us or two of us or three of us, might feel some kind of way. But don't let that stop you from being a part of the group and knowing that we are all appreciated for whatever we bring and whatever we do. We're human beings, we're people, and it is what it is. Let's just continue to do the best that we can, be the best people that we can, and try to not try to, but be love, be light, be inspiration, be encouragement. And I say this all the time. I don't think that any person who is a part of your life, and this is my mindset, I don't think any person who is a part of your life should feel empty, should feel uninspired. If anything, they should feel even more full because you are a part of their lives, and because what you pour into them, right, it fills them, it encourages them, it motivates them. It pushes them to want to get to the next level or to the next whatever it is. And never downplay or disrespect anybody's anything. If you run it through here and you 70 years old and you say, you know what, I'm gonna be a doctor. You know what, by all means, go be a doctor. Go take the first classes that you need to take and then take the next classes after that and then keep it moving. Or you say, well, you know what, you 90 years old, I want to be an engineer. You know what, go be an engineer. Research it and find out how to become an engineer. I support you in anything and everything you want to do. I'm not that type of person to say, okay, well, you can't do that. Don't do. No, do whatever God put in you to do. Okay? We are capable of all things. All things. And in him we have victory. So let's do this. Y'all didn't come for a sermon, but I give you one. So look forward to everything that I talked about with the flyers and everything, and we just gonna move forward because my project is finished. All right. So guess what? We'll talk soon.